Hey, Kaylee, do you know what happened to Dorothy Bell?
I do.
Do you?
Yep.
Oh, you must have watched that movie.
I did.
Good, because we're about to talk about it.
All right.
What happened to Dorothy Bell? Let's discuss.
Nothing good.
Nothing good.
I'll say that.
Okay, so we are following a woman who is trying to recover from something that happened to her as a child. And she's investigating, what happened to her grandmother, Dorothy Bell.
Yeah.
She's trying to figure out what happened to her. Yeah, this is a found footage film. Real quick, for found footage purists who get really agitated when not every single thing can be explained in universe, there are a couple quick camera angles that are impossible. I don't understand their inclusion. The only thing I can think is that they had to do some reshoots or something and inserted them because the footage they had from the actual camera didn't work, or they were trying to get a different angle, but most of them... It honestly doesn't happen much.
No, it doesn't.
It's like
it truly doesn't even, I think, happen until almost the end of the film.
Yeah, I agree. Very little.
At least in the latter half.
If it happens in the early parts, I didn't notice it exactly.
Yeah.
But in the latter half, you're right. That's when I started to notice it. And it didn't seem to have any actual, purpose.
Right.
So that's what it was confusing about it. I was like, why insert these shots? They're not doing anything. So just keep that in mind. It probably amounts to a minute or less of footage in a 90-minute movie. So it's not a ton, and it's pointless. They're just kind of random, extra shots.
Yeah.
From a different angle that aren't necessary, and they don't enhance the scene. So weird. Putting that aside, let's get past that. I just want to make sure that's addressed for the found footage enthusiasts who hate that. I hated it too. I don't understand the inclusion. So if you made the film, a lot of people who when we review movies like this, we typically get people who worked on the project. Can you explain to us why there's a couple random shots that can't be explained by in-universe cameras? Weird. Anyway, all right. So this one, she's not in it a ton, but she is a character that has a substantial role in this. Lisa Wilcox from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5, who plays Alice, the main character of both of those movies, is the therapist in this. And she has one of the best scenes in the film. This is a very creepy movie. Very creepy. What'd you think?
Yeah, I was really creeped out by this. I think especially the opening, we do kind of some time jump type stuff, like things that happen in the past, and then we go to the future. And the way that the house looks in the past, in the video footage that we see,
yeah.
I know we both really liked how it just legitimately looks like a house from the 90s or early 2000s or something. It was kind of weird. So whatever filter or whatever it was recorded on, it looked great.
Yeah.
But it does have a very evil vibe to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that there's a lot of really good scary moments in the film that actually got me pretty good. There's something that happens in a library that I was really freaked out by. And yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. I think the performances are good. I think they're on the higher end of some of the low budget found footage films that we watch. I was satisfied with everyone's performance, and I like the story. I think the story made sense and it was interesting, and yeah, overall I had a good time with it.
I'll push back and disagree a bit on the performances. I think that the secondary characters' performances felt a little forced and unnatural.
Our lead does a good job.
Our lead's good.
Yeah. Definitely
the best. Lisa from Nightmare is good. Those performances are fine, but pretty much everybody else, her father, the guy who's at the library, and the guy she contacts online, they're all varying degrees of like, they feel like they're acting. That's the problem.
I guess
it's not so much that it's not so much that they're bad. It's just that it doesn't fit a found footage.
I think that's a good point to make. Yeah.
In a found footage film, the acting needs to feel extremely natural, like you're watching a real thing someone filmed.
Right, like they're not performing.
They're not in a movie.
I think that's a good point. Yeah. I think our lead does feel very natural to me. But you're right. The secondary characters, I think the acting is good, but you're right that it is noticeably acting versus just like regular people that are interacting. So yeah, it's tough to do. We talk about it all the time in found footage reviews, that like acting naturally and as though you're not a character while also playing a character, or even worse, if you're playing yourself in a film, it's extremely difficult to do.
It is.
So yeah,
it is. As far as the story goes in this, the motivations behind her, like, investigation because of what happens to her as a kid, that stuff's good. I think that works well enough. As it continues, I don't know, the driving force for it just doesn't feel like enough, because there's things that are happening. That's one of the fine lines, right? That's a hard thing to balance, is that once you get to a place in the investigation of something supernatural and you then catch things on camera that you yourself saw and you have like video evidence of, that's when you either like take your findings to somebody, or you're like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, this has happened. There's a few things that happen in here and it escalates, but that's the tough, tricky thing, right? Because in found footage, you need things to happen to keep the audience engaged, but if too much happens, it's like, why aren't they stopping? Why aren't they running? Why are they still filming? What's the intention at this point? You're just trying to get over trauma, but you've seen things now that are scary as fuck and could be deadly to you, and obviously things are happening around you that have been deadly to others, and it's like, now's the time to pull out. So there's just, I don't know, there's not enough believability on that end of things for me, where I was like, why would she continue to keep going on once this and that happens? But that's one of those liberties that I am okay with suspending disbelief to a degree. That's the fine line. It's like, you gotta walk it. And I feel like this one tips a little too much into the unbelievable territory, but not so much that I was like, okay, get the fuck out of here. It was just kind of like, all right, I'll roll with it, because I'm really enjoying the horror. I think where this movie is its most successful, and that's what people are watching it for, is in its horror. Right, I think it does that stuff very well. I think the director nailed the horror, and he's trying to make a very scary film, and I think that he's pretty successful at doing so. So in that department, I think that's a big win, and a lot of people are mostly there for that. And I think if you're a big found footage enthusiast and you want to watch a lower budgeted, good quality, scary found footage film, this would be definitely one to check out. We rented it on Fandango for $3.99 on SD. I did not notice any quality dip at all. I don't think that this would have made any difference in HD. It was more expensive for HD, and Fandango had the cheapest SD version, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll just do that one. And it looked great. I mean, it looked totally fine to me. So that's the cheapest way to rent it currently, and that's the only way to get it. It was in theaters like a couple weeks ago, but nowhere around us, so we had to wait. And I'm glad we checked this one out. This is a really cool found footage film from this year.
Yeah.
I think that's it. But yeah, I agree. I think the grandma in this is definitely one of the standouts. Very creepy.
Very, very creepy. There's definitely some stuff that happens. didn't like with her.
Oh, and Kaylee got reminded of some freaking like story you were told as a kid. Some like
that
nursery
also
rhyme
I think
kind
added
of thing.
it. It's like very much in the opening. If anybody knows the like nursery, I don't even know if this is the title. I think it's just There Was an Old Lady, but like there was an old lady who swallowed a fly. That thing. It's a song maybe. But there's also a book that like when I looked up, like when I Googled it, I found this book that I used to have. And it was something that I remember always being actually very creeped out by as a kid and had blocked from my memory apparently, because then like it showed up here in this film and I was like, oh my god. I remember. Yeah, very creepy.
Yeah, and pro tip, as I haven't done a pro tip in a while, but I think I've said this before on the channel. If you start reading a creepy book and there's Latin in it,
yeah, all of a sudden,
don't read it.
Don't
read the Latin in the old creepy book.
Yeah, you can pass on that.
Always a bad idea.
Yeah.
Never, especially since you don't know what it says. Right. Why are people reading the Latin out loud when it's like they're reading it like they're gonna understand it? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't
like
think
at least in Evil Dead, he's just trying to do it as a joke for his friends. Like he's just kind of saying it out loud, like to be creepy and to be a jokester.
Yeah.
But like most of the time in movies like this, it's always like, why are you reading that?
Yeah, so you're not gonna understand.
They're being like possessed, right? Like,
yeah, it's like encouraging them.
Yeah.
To read it. Yeah.
Give them a little nudge.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what happened to Dorothy Bell?
You'll have to watch.
You'll have to watch to find out. That's right. But as Kaylee said, nothing good.
No.
Nothing good. That's that. Anything more?
No.
You sure?
Yep.
Grogs, you have anything to say?
He was hiding the whole time. He didn't like this movie because it scared him.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
All right, guys. Adios.
Bye.